In today's video, we're going back to the roots. I'm going to show you how to reprogram your subconscious mind for success and well-being through reality transurfing. I'm going to share with you the 4 core principles that are really important, integral in the process of reality transurfing, and how it's going to take you from being fearful to being balanced, calm, and that true inner feeling of success, that true inner feeling of being confident. Before we get into the video, if you want to win my reality transurfing cheat sheet with all of the reality transurfing concepts, in a small compact little cheat sheet, it's from my reality transurfing course, but I'm giving it away for free on this channel. All you have to do to enter to win that is give this video a thumbs up and comment down below the phrase "I am." Okay, I pick a few winners every week, and make sure to check back if I replied to your comment, because if I did, I need you to send me an email and through which I can actually send you the cheat sheet. So I pick a few winners every week. Enter down below to win. Okay, now let's get right into the video. Reality transurfing is a process that takes you from being this fearful little person who is always just wanting things, always dwelling in like, man, is this possible? Is this really am I capable? Right? From that sort of mindset where you're just hoping and wanting and wishing, to a mindset of choice, where you start to recognize what life is actually like, what you actually are beyond this mind and body, and what you're able to do and create in this lifetime. It takes you into a mindset of choice where you are able to decide and know that what you have decided is a reality and will occur, right? As long as you stay consistent with the principles. And so it's such a powerful practice, such a powerful process if you stay consistent with it. And that is what I want to stress most significantly today. Consistency with the principles that I'm about to share with you will determine if you are successful in experiencing them or not. The first principle I want to talk about, and it's the foundation upon which the rest of the process is built, is the alternative space. The concept of the alternative space shows you that you are connected to the space of all that ever was, is, and will be. Every single possibility that you can conceive is a reality. Not a physical reality, but a reality. Everything already exists. Everything is, of which you and your world right now is just one expression. And so you're connected to this space, this locationless space of all that ever was, is, and will be, through imagination. And so the first powerful principle that you have to open your mind up to is that you have to constantly affirm that what you want, what you desire to experience on a physical level, is a possibility for you. It is your infinite potential through which anything that you wish to create is a possibility for you. It is not just possible, it is likely. And that is where the mindset of choice comes in, right? Because a regular person with a conventional mindset always wants certain things that may or may not be possible. But when you are recognizing more and more through meditation, through practice of these principles, that what you essentially are beyond this mind and body is that infinite potential. And by the way, see what infinite potential actually points to, right? Don't just be like, oh yeah, infinite potential. Like, infinite potential. Let that really sink into your mind. Like, truly infinite? Like, that means anything. And that is my potential. That is me, essentially. If that's the case, then truly anything that I desire within the limited context of what I think about is surely possible for me, no? So this is what you have to constantly, again and again, affirm to yourself. Every single time you're doubting, every single time you're coming up against an obstacle, I am that infinite potential. I don't have to buy into the limitation of what my current physical reality, which is one expression of my infinite potential, may have to suggest to me. I don't have to buy into that limitation. I don't have to subscribe to that limitation. I'm going to believe more in my infinite potential than I do in whatever limitation it's presenting to me right now. Again and again, this has to be something that you remind yourself of again and again and again, because a large part of this process is repetition and just coming back and reminding yourself. Again, this is the foundation upon which you actually have to build the rest of the principles and the rest of your create your own reality practice. But also just being very mindy with this will not really help. You're going to have to truly now learn to practice meditation and actually coming to the true recognition, the true understanding of I am that infinite potential. I am not just this limited physical mind and body. I am that space. I am that infinite potential. Through that recognition, naturally, you're going to be building more confidence. Naturally, you're going to be in that mindset of, yes, what I want is what I have chosen. Therefore, it is what I will manifest. So you see, that right there is the foundation upon which anything else can be built. The second principle, which Reality Transurfing instilled within me, that to this day I use in incredible ways. It has saved me from so much conflict, and it has brought so much harmonious sort of nature and joy into my life. And this principle is that nothing can be imposed on you, right? If you just remain calm and remain balanced, you will quite literally change external situations at will. You will change the nature of how they unfold if you yourself just remain balanced and calm. So the external reality could be like presenting to you a challenge, right? Let's just say you're in a relationship. So a very minor example, and your partner gets mad at you, and now before this would have actually been a conflict, and you would have been like, damn, now this is gonna be like taking like another 2 days. She's gonna be mad or whatever. But like, if you just remain calm and balanced and never give in to the energy of conflict, never focus your thought energy in a way, like in a conflicted way, and you simply just remain calm and balanced and peaceful, and you just keep moving forward and allow, just following the flow, you will see how the nature of the situation externally also just now reflects back to you, your calm and peaceful state. So what Vadim Zeland really means to say with this principle is that nothing ever can be imposed on you. The exact expression he used in the book was, there is no enforced necessity or forced necessity. You are free to choose your experience. So even if something that is labeled, that is you're conditioned to believe is very, very negative and bad happening outside, you don't have to have that as your meaning for that event. And you can simply just remain calm and balanced no matter what is happening. And little by little, the layer of your reality will reflect that back to you. The nature of that event in your layer of reality will reflect to you your calm and peaceful state. And that is your power. So this is certainly different, right? Because you need to reprogram your mind, constantly remind yourself and reprogram in a way where you're not reacting to things in a negative way or the way that you're conditioned to, but rather choosing to maintain your balance, to disengage from the negativity and simply just being focused on what you do want and just being in this energy of just balance, this calm, this peace, just moving forward. Okay, so this takes practice. Real life practice is the only thing that will actually help you understand how to do this. No matter how much I tell you how to do this, if you don't practice, this can never become real. So practice and repetition, okay? Let's get to number 3, which is the coordination method, which teaches you that you are the meaning giver of your life and everything within it. And this goes hand in hand with the previous principle. No meaning can be imposed on you. You choose how to interpret events, and the way that you interpret them changes the nature of how they will unfold. That is true power, and this reprograms your mind in a crazy way, because no longer are you just reacting in the way that you're supposed to react, right? That you're supposed to react based on conditioning. That is considered normal. Now You can lose your job and still not necessarily lose all your balance and just get all distraught and being like, oh my God, this is catastrophic. How am I going to make it by? And all that stuff. But rather, you can choose to give your own meaning to that event. Like, everything is unfolding just the way that it should. And this itself is just the part of the journey. And this itself is setting me up for what I actually desire, for what I actually want. Perhaps a better job, perhaps my own business. Right? You, like someone leaving you in a relationship, like, you don't have to just interpret that in a way that you're conditioned to interpret it. You are the meaning giver. And the way that the meaning that you give this is how this now situation will unfold. Coordination method is so key, because as you go through this journey of creating what you want, you're gonna have those minor failures or even major failures. And it is how you handle those failures that determines how quickly you bounce back or even exponentially grow. Okay, and large part of that growth will come from this, like remembering to do this and truly doing it, not just doing it, oh yeah, I'm gonna give this meaning, like a positive meaning to this, but internally you feel like hell. No, you can't do those simultaneously. You have to be true with your words. You have to be true with your thoughts. Right? The meaning you give to something is what creates your feelings about it. You choose to give the meaning to something that's like, okay, so you losing your job. You say that sucks and that's catastrophic. That's why you feel terrible. But if you truly at a deeper level, like give it like that meaning that this is what is meant to happen right now and everything is unfolding the way that it should. Obviously, the resulting feeling from that meaning will be peace, balance, calm. Okay, so you are the meaning giver. Never forget that. And this will really reprogram your subconscious mind in a way where you actually assume your power rather than constantly give it away. And now lastly, we get to number 4, which is the mirror principle, okay, which states that your world is always reflecting to you your state of being, what you're focused on, your belief system. Okay, your internal reality is what is always being reflected back to you through your circumstances. So how people treat you, what the nature of the circumstances that are happening to you, the people that you're attracting, the circumstances that you're attracting, everything that is happening, everything that exists within your external reality, in your layer of reality, is a reflection of you. You meaning your belief systems, your thoughts, your emotions, your habitual state of being, your state of emotion, and what you're focused on. Okay, ultimately you are not that, right? You are that one that is even beyond that. But your external reality is always reflecting back to you your internal reality, which consists of those things. So knowing this, again and again, you have to remind yourself, when you come across some friction, when you come across these events in external reality, now no longer, you can't react to them, right? Because it is your own like internal reality that is being reflected. So instead of reacting to those events, seek the lesson that this event is trying to teach you. For example, if you're coming across a limitation in your external reality regarding money or relationships, seek within where your limiting beliefs are regarding that are creating that sort of circumstance, or in terms of relationship that is creating those sorts of circumstances. Instead of constantly blaming external reality and trying to just force and change things on an external surface level, seek the source within and change those beliefs, right? Change the nature of what you're focused on. Change your habitual state of being, how you feel throughout the day. Because ultimately that is what is crafting the nature of your circumstances. And that's power right there. So this reprograms your mind from constantly reacting and trying to control things on the external level to actually taking a step back and going to the source of those problems that are actually the source is within. So let me go within and solve those problems rather than just scrambling on outside. Again, this will always turn you towards your power rather than just giving away your power outside. So practice, practice, practice. Without practice, none of these principles will work for you. I hope you enjoyed that video and gained a lot of value from it. Let me know in the comment section below what your biggest takeaway was and which principle out of the 4 really connected with you. If you want my personal help, if you want to get coached by me to create the life you truly want to live through higher consciousness, then I'm doing free consults right now for my accelerated reality program. You can schedule yours down below to see if it's the right fit and to see if the program's right for you. Okay, but other than that, subscribe to this channel and I will see you in the next video.